Men, you're in a fight, not just a season of struggle. I'm talking about an all-out, bare-knuckle, soul-draining battle. You feel it in your finances, in your marriage, in your thoughts when no one's around, in that war zone between who you are and who God says you could be. Some of you are hanging on by a thread. One more attack and one more disappointment, and you feel like it'll break you. You've prayed, fasted, stood strong, and yet the hits keep coming. And the enemy is whispering, give up, walk away, it's not worth it. But I came to tell you the devil is a liar. You are not alone in the fight, and this is not your end. Let's be honest, life has a way of beating the man out of you. You show up every day. You put your hands to the plow. You fight for your wife, fight for your kids, fight to keep your head above water. But what happens when the fight feels endless? You work hard, and the bills still stack higher. You pray over your child, and they still rebel. You lead a church and feel empty when you get home. You smile in public, but battle depression in private. Some of you haven't had a day off in years, not from your job, but from the pressure, from the weight of expectations, from trying to be the strong one while nobody sees your tears. You've thought, God, where are you? I'm trying, but I'm tired. Hear me, brother. You're not crazy. You're not weak. You're in a spiritual war. The moment you said yes to God, you put on a target, and the enemy doesn't waste ammo on men who aren't dangerous. You're under attack because you're a threat, and right now you may feel like quitting, but don't. Let me take you to 1 Samuel 30. David, warrior, leader, future king. He's returning home to Ziklag with his men, battle-worn, battle-weary. And when they get there, it's gone. Burned to the ground. Wives taken. Children kidnapped. Homes destroyed. And what does Scripture say? So David and his men wept aloud until they had no strength left to weep. 1 Samuel 34. You ever been there? So broken, so tired, so overwhelmed. You don't even have the strength to cry anymore. You just sit there staring, numb, drained. But it gets worse. The very men David led, the ones he bled for, started talking about stoning him. Talk about betrayal. Talk about isolation. David had no one to lean on, no soldiers, no family, no safe place to land. And that's when we see the turning point. But David encouraged himself in the Lord his God. 1 Samuel 36. Nobody else did it for him. No choir, no pastor, no motivational speaker. David preached to his own soul. And some of you reading this, you're waiting for someone to come and rescue you. You're hoping somebody will speak life into you, but brother, you can't wait any longer. Don't wait for others. Encourage yourself. That's when the battle shifts, not when your situation changes, but when your voice rises in the middle of it. You've got to learn how to open your mouth in the middle of hell and declare, greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. 1 John 4:4. You've got to stare down your fear and say, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Psalm 23, verse 4. You've got to look at your dry season and declare, I am more than a conqueror through him who loved me. Romans 8:37. This isn't about faking strength. It's about tapping into a strength that isn't yours, a strength that only shows up when you reach the end of you. My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. 2 Corinthians 12:9. Hear this. Your weakness is not your disqualification. It's the platform for God's power to show up. Don't just sit in silence, and don't just survive the storm, speak the word into your storm. Right now, say this out loud. I will not give up. I will not be moved. I am a man of God. The same Spirit that raised Christ from the dead lives in me. I am not alone in the fight. I was built for battle. And my God will not fail me. Say it until your mind believes it. Say it until fear lets go. Say it until your soul stands up again. You may be in the valley, but you are not defeated. You may be pressed, but you are not crushed. You may be tired, but you are still standing. And if you're still standing, you're still dangerous. You may feel like you've lost too much, like the battle has taken everything from you. Your peace, your fire, your confidence, your joy. But hear me, brother. This is not where your story ends. This is where it turns. If David could get back up from Ziklag, if he could rally strength in the middle of betrayal, then so can you. David didn't just survive. He rose up, asked God for direction, and took back what was stolen. And so will you. Listen, the fight you're in right now, it's not just physical, it's not just emotional, it's not just circumstantial, it's spiritual. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Ephesians 6:12. This isn't about your boss, and this isn't about your ex, and this isn't even about your bank account. This is war for your identity, war for your purpose, war for your voice. The devil is terrified of what happens when a man of God finds his roar again. He wants you silent. He wants you isolated. He wants you ashamed of your scars. But your scars don't disqualify you. They are proof that you survived. They are proof you were in the fire and made it out alive. Don't hide them. Show them. Don't retreat. Rise. Don't give up. Go back and get what the enemy stole. Look what happens after David encourages himself. The man who just moments ago was ready to collapse says, "Shall I pursue this raiding party? Will I overtake them?" 1 Samuel 30, verse 8. And God responds, "Pursue them. You will certainly overtake them and succeed in the rescue." That's it. That's the moment everything changes. He didn't let the fire stop him. He didn't let heartbreak paralyze him. He didn't wait to feel ready. He moved in faith. And I'm speaking to someone right now. It's time for you to pursue. It's time for you to rise up and recover. You're asking, but how do I fight back when I feel empty? Here's how. 1. Open your mouth. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. Proverbs 18:21. Speak life, even if your voice trembles. Declare truth, even if your hands shake. Say this out loud. God has not given me a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. 2 Timothy 1:7. 2. Pick up the word. You don't need to quote 100 verses. You just need one you believe with all your soul. Try this. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Isaiah 54:17. The Lord will fight for me. I need only be still. Exodus 14:14. Though I fall, I will rise. Micah 7:8. 3. Put on the armor. Put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. Ephesians 6:11. You're not fighting for victory. You're fighting from victory. Christ already won at the cross. Now it's time to enforce what's already yours. Brother, hear me. You are not alone. God is not a distant deity watching you drown. He is Emmanuel, God with us. He is right there in the trenches, in the valley, in the sleepless nights, in the diagnosis, in the courtroom, in the silence. He hasn't forgotten you. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. And when you pass through the rivers, they will not sweep over you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. Isaiah 43, verse 2. Let that hit deep. You're passing through. You're not building a house in the fire. You're walking through it. And on the other side of this is your roar, is your leadership, is your breakthrough. But first, you must stand. Right now, wherever you are, put your hand on your chest and say this with fire. I will rise. I will not be broken. I am not abandoned. I was built for this battle, and I will finish this fight with God at my side. Say it again. Say it like you mean it. Say it like your sons are listening. Say it like the devil can hear you. I will rise. I will not be broken. I am not abandoned. I was built for this battle. And I will finish this fight with God at my side. You may feel weak, but He is strong. You may feel lost, but He is leading. You may feel unworthy, but He calls you chosen. And if you're breathing, God's not done yet. Look how far you've come. Not just in this message, but in your life. You've been knocked down, but you got up. You've been betrayed, but you didn't become bitter. You've cried in silence, but showed up with strength. And now here you are, still standing, still breathing, still believing. That's not weakness. That's warriorhood. You didn't give up, and you won't, because the God who brought you through the storm isn't done writing your story. Let me ask you something, man of God. What does finishing look like to you? Is it a perfect life? A pain-free road? No, that's fantasy. Finishing strong means you didn't fold. It means you fought when quitting was easier. It means you kept swinging when your arms were tired. It means you prayed even when your heart was breaking. That's what separates men from warriors. That's what separates boys from leaders. That's what defines biblical manhood. I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. 2 Timothy 4:7. Let those words be yours, not someday, today. Every decision you make now shapes the legacy you leave. Every battle you refuse to quit is writing a testimony your sons will live off. Every time you say no to temptation and yes to God, heaven celebrates, hell trembles, and your roar gets louder. You were not saved to sit on the sidelines. You were not called just to attend church and play it safe. You are a weapon in the hand of the Almighty. You are my battle axe and weapons of war. For with you I will break the nation in pieces. With you I will destroy kingdoms. Jeremiah 51:20. You're not just a husband. You're a defender of your household. You're not just a father. You're a generational curse breaker. You're not just a man. You are a carrier of kingdom authority. The war you're in right now, it's not just about you. It's about your kids. It's about your marriage. It's about your legacy. It's about the next generation of warriors rising up after you. So what are you going to do? Let the enemy take ground while you stay silent? Or will you rise and take back what belongs to you? Let's go back to David one more time, because there's something powerful at the end of that story. David recovered everything the Amalekites had taken. Nothing was missing. David brought everything back. 1 Samuel 30:18-19. Everything. Not some of it, not a portion. All of it. And I prophesy to you right now, you will recover all. You will get your joy back. You will get your peace back. You will get your strength back. You will get your fire back. But not by accident, by warfare. By choosing every single day to say, I will not quit. I will not back down. I serve the Lord of hosts, the God of angel armies. And with him, I will recover everything the enemy tried to steal. You were never meant to be a man who whispers when hell rises. You were never meant to run from lions. You were meant to roar back. The devil doesn't fear quiet Christians. He fears bold ones. Men who speak truth when it's not popular. Men who pray when it's not convenient. Men who keep walking when everything screams, turn back. So I dare you, roar, roar over your house, roar over your family. Roar over your identity, roar over your calling. Don't just survive, command the ground. Be on your guard, stand firm in the faith, be courageous, be strong. 1 Corinthians 16:13. I want you to say this like you mean it, and say it with grit in your voice and steel in your soul. Stand up, raise your voice up, let your spirit speak. Say this out loud. I will not quit. I will not break. I will not surrender. God is with me in the battle. I was built for this. I will rise again and I will finish strong. I am a warrior of the Most High God. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. I was born for this fight, and I will not be defeated. The roar inside of me is not mine. It's the sound of the Lion of Judah. Say it again. Say it until hell shakes. Say it until heaven moves. This is your moment. Never give up, because God is with you in the battle. If this stirred something inside of you, don't let it stop here. Share this, live this, lead others into it. And remember this one thing. When the warrior inside you feels weak, it's not the end. It's the beginning of your roar. Stand firm, fight back, and never ever give up.